What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Tall Podcast, and we are back with a Philadelphia Eagle live stream. Basketball season is here. Still dropping the Eagles content. We are in a spot where things are a little bit quiet, so the next couple of videos are going to be me projecting some of the rookies, what I think they're going to be able to get done in year one. Some guys that I want to see step up from 2020 into 2021. And we're going to be talking about a lot of the optimism that surrounds the Eagles. So make sure you turn on post notifications. Make sure you hit this like button. If you are new to the channel, also subscribe, because we're going to have a lot of how is this guy going to do, this guy and this guy. But this stream is, what could the Eagles be top 10 in? Now, I have on the thumbnail top 10 in pass defense, rush defense, rushing in general on offense, and passing. I also want to throw in there pass rush, meaning sacks and whatnot. And I think the Eagles can lead a couple categories, not lead first in the NFL, but get into the top 10. I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jacob, X Inhaler, Merciless, Jalen Williams, Brandon, Big Play Slay, Loyal to Houston, Free Melly, Aiden, Nathan, Alkabir the Analyst, Eagle Slayer. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We back on StreamYard for a little bit. But here's the thing. I'm not saying the Eagles are going to be in top 10 of all of them. No. But I think the Eagles can legitly be in top 10 in rushing as a team. You got Miles Sanders, who's going to be as healthy as he's ever been. You got some bruisers behind them. And you got the legs of Jalen Hurts, who was averaging like 80 yards on the ground. When you combine the RPO, Miles Sanders' big play ability, the play action, receivers actually getting open and they not being able to drop an extra guy in the box, I think the Eagles will 100% be in the top 10 in rushing under Nick Sirianni. It's a great way to help out a young quarterback get his feet together. Plus, when he's rushing for first downs, he's going to be feeling himself and he'll be able to deliver it down the field. So I think top 10 in rushing, top 10 defensive line, and I think top 10 in defense against the rush. So rush defense. The front four is as healthy as it's ever been. It's upgraded as it's ever been. And the linebackers are going to have more, the ability to go see ball, get ball, and not have to fill these gaps on the Y9, which is more of a pass rush technique, not so much stopping the run. But shout out to everybody. Gene Pyle in the building, channel member. What's going on with you, my guy? Ryan Rowe in the building. JJ in the building. Spike coming in with the top 10 defense, top 10 rushing. So Spike 23 says top 10 defense overall. I think the pass defense is going to be a little bit better than people think. I am very nervous about cornerback 2. But again, JG system. You might be able to have safeties over the top. You might have different disguises. I think the front four are going to get at the quarterback so well. They're going to be pressured, making bad decisions, and these cornerbacks are going to be able to pick up on it. I really do. Big Play Slay, Anthony Harris, Ronnie McLeod when he comes back, I think they will be legit. CB2 and some of the linebacker coverages are going to got me a little nervous, but I'm going to wait and see about pass defense, but I do believe in the rush defense 100%. Slim, what's going on with you? Eminem in the building. Alkabir the Analyst said Eagles can be top 10 rushing and rushing defense. I agree 100%. As we talked about, the Y9 is not going to be what John Gannon runs. And so you're going to let these guys fill the gap. It's going to help the linebackers, because in a Y9 system, the linebackers are really pressed to make sure they're there. And some of the big runs where, the wide receiver screens, the quarterbacks, the outside things where the linebackers got fooled. And again, I think guys like Brandon Graham not really holding the edge, trying to get up there to get a sack, because that's what they preach in Philly. Get at the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Paul, channel member in the building. What's going on with you, my guy? It's in that weird state. We're in June, in the middle of June. Free agency's done. The draft is done. And like I said, I'm going to start dropping content like what is this guy's true responsibility in 2021? This guy, that guy, my top 3 breakout candidates and all that stuff. Guys, I think who are going to get cut. Cough, cough, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, all that good stuff. But shout out to y'all for coming through at a 9 o'clock. Like I said, I put this stream up 40 minutes ago. Shout out to the real ones who got post notifications turned on. They rock Eagles all year round. Now, some people can only handle so much Eagles. Some people are like, listen, when the Eagles are here, I rock with you. But some people want that Eagle flavor 24/7, and I ain't mad at the game. Free Melly said, don't be worried about the quarterback. Ben Simmons will play quarterback. Exactly. You know, Ben Simmons looking like a Carson Wentz type of scenario. It's not going to end up good. Shout out to my guy, Rock the Artist. I'm still pissed about yesterday. I agree 100%. Hey, Rock, if you haven't caught my video, I dropped a much heated post game. For those who are Sixer fans, definitely check that out. I was able to sleep on it. I was still mad. You got my final thoughts in the post game, the epic collapse it was called. I dropped that about a couple hours ago. Hawk said there's no way in heck we will be top 10 in pass 10 defense, but will be nice. Top 10 in pass 10 defense. I never said we'd be top 10 in pass defense. I said we'd be top 10 in rush defense, top 10 in rushing. And I do like what our defensive line can sneak up into the top 10, 100%. Slim said, I'm hyped to really see Travis Fulgham. It's going to be interesting to see what type of role he plays, for the simple fact that we know Alshon Jeffrey took some of his minutes, but that's a bad mindset that when your number gets called less, you can't adapt to it. You need to be on the bench ready for whenever your number's called. Now, whether that was injuries, whether it was the mindset, whether it was Carson Wentz not getting him the ball, the switching quarterbacks, the play calling, there was something blocking Travis Fulgham. I love what he was able to do in a 4-game sample size. I'm not saying the defense is caught up with him, but you can actually see that he started playing a little bit off. I'm not saying he's not a good receiver. He's a great receiver, but he's a guy I'm interested in seeing develop, and if he can be that dominant X for the Eagles. Eminem said, you can't disrespect Wentz like that. I hear you, bro. Aiden said, Giannis free throws take 10 minutes. Yeah, I got the game on right here. It's commercial break. The real Mike said he can't read. Stall him out, Mike. Exactly, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes I be messing up on my reading, but sometimes y'all be confusing me with the typos. But I get you. I think the Eagles, again, I'm asking you guys, what are we going to be top 10 in? And there's other things that we could talk about. Sacks. I think rush defense and rushing is going to be a real possibility inside the top 10 for those just getting in. You got the legs of Hurts, the RPO, Miles Sanders at his all-time healthiness, the bruisers behind them, whether only one of Howard or Kerryon Johnson makes the team, you're going to have that behind them. I think the Eagles will 100% be in the top 10 in rushing, especially working in a young new quarterback. It's as simple as that. I saw, here we go again. LC said, Philly Mike, what's good, bro? What's your record prediction for this season? Who we losing to? It's tough. I do have a stream with Simone with the sports. Simone Stanley, shout out to her. I had us around 9 wins, give or take. We are brand new. As much as I'm talking about this optimistic top 10 in rushing, rush defense and stuff like that, we could come out the gate bumpy. And if we do, Eagle Nation, we have to relax. This is a brand new quarterback, a brand new coaching staff, a young coaching staff. It could be a little bumpy. And we do have some tough ones in the beginning, but I see the Eagles really getting the second half of the year, coming together and winning some games. So right now I have us between right around 9 games, give or take a game or two. Free Melly said, if Ben wants to stay in Philly, he better be with the Eagles. Takeem TV, what's going on with you, my guy? Eminem said top 10 in swag. Hey, Jalen Hurts is definitely going to lead that swag top 10 category with his demeanor. The rent is due. We miss no meals, all that good stuff. I love it. Now I got to translate to the field. RB said, I want to see how much we blitz this year, seeing that we barely blitzed during the Jim Schwartz defense. Need to go to a Jim Johnson type defense. Hope this new DC does that. Yes. I'm interested to see how much we blitz too, but I also want to warn you guys. Blitzing, although it can be great reward, it can also be great risk in the sense that if you are really unsure of your cornerback, if you're unsure of your cornerback too, if Avonte Maddox is getting beat in the slot, although I think Avonte Maddox will be better in the slot, I don't think he can be an outside corner, but I do believe he can be pretty decent in the slot. I honestly think you blitz, your guy gets beat, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Again, we didn't like the fact that Jim Schwartz didn't play safeties over the top when it was a young, rusty cornerback, whether it was Michael Jaquette, whether it was Roby Coleman, Jalen Mills. So you got to watch. I think timely blitzes, disguised blitzes are the way to go. Shout out to the Eagle fans that can listen to Eagle flavor 24/7, 365, because Eagle news in the middle of June and the beginning of July is super dry. But I want to talk about things we could be top 10 in. Shout out to my guy Philly Take with RB in the building. What's going on with you? Brandon said, same. I'm saying somewhere between 7 and 10 and 9 and 8. I agree, my guy. I agree. LC said top 10 in swag for sure. Haha. 8 wins top, in my opinion, which isn't bad for this totally new team. Yes, I mean 8 wins, I'll take it. You got to understand. Not only did we win 4 games last year, it's brand new, and I like what Nick Sirianni and them are talking about. But we still got to see it translate to the field. You can't just assume because a dude's talking a good game, he might freeze up on the sidelines. He knows how to plan for a defense on offense, but he hasn't actually been the one in charge of full execution. I like these 10 plays, but does he go ABC or does he go ACE? Does he go BAD? You know, where does he flip it? How does he bring back things that work? That all comes into play. It all comes into play. And again, if we can just stay healthy, but we said if health forever. You know, that got to give you a couple wins there. If you have Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks, that's a win or two. If you have a stable quarterback, that's a win or two. You have a stable play caller, that's a win or two. You have a defense that didn't play sticks defense, possibly that's a win or two. So you can get a couple wins just by keeping everything legit. Aiden said JJ Whiteside can play tight end. He can't just be collecting money doing nothing. It's a lot different. Listen, tight end is not just because he can block a receiver downfield good. It's different. You got to learn to release in a with your hand in the ground. You're not blocking a cornerback anymore. Blocking a 185-pound cornerback is different than blocking a 225-pound defensive end. It's a big difference. X and Harley, what's going on with you? The real Mike said, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if they came out marching up and down the field with ease. We got the pieces on offense. Just need that O-line healthy. I got faith in Hurts already. Shout out to the real Mike. It is Hurts season. It is full effect Hurts season. Shout out to Pamela Hurts, who's coming through, checking out the channel. Checked out LB. She came onto mine too. A couple of my Jalen Hurts videos. Mama Hurts is happy. So far, I'm happy. But I agree. Listen, the unknown factor on offense could benefit us early in the season too. We're going to have to see what Jalen Hurts does. And I've been said, there's some concerns with Jalen Hurts because I've seen 2 games where a little lackluster, but the potential is there. And for people to really look at the potential and say it's not, I think it's more of a hating mentality than being realistic. We got to see though. Forbes for 3. No good. It's 34-21. Brooklyn is losing. I got the game on while we rocking out Eagles. Drew Johnson in the building. Goat boy. Love the jersey. Love the picture. What's going on with you, my guy? Long time no see. Eagle Slayer coming in with the 5-12. I mean, I understand. I hear your concerns 100%. Random said I'm fine with just win more games than last year. Yeah. At the end of the day, we know we are not necessarily starting over from the whole thing because we kept some veterans. We kept Howie Roseman, but we did replace some heavy hitters, quarterback, coach. That's the two heaviest things on the team. So you got to just understand that if the trajectory is pointing up, you got to be a little happy with it. If we had to upset one team, which would it be? Tom Brady. Why not? You know what I mean? I'm not saying we could beat him, but maybe we get at him with the defensive line. Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett get a little bit of a deja vu, and we get a turnover to him. But it's going to be hard to compete with them top teams until I can really see. BLK said 10-6 with a top 5 defense and a top 10 offense. My man's coming in with the hot takes. I love it. I love it. Martin said we've been saying if we stay healthy for the last 5 years. But again, it got to come true once, right? Wrong. Finally, right? Finally. Top 3 O-line when healthy, ranked first in 2019. Yes, man, listen, that right side is so important. People don't understand outside of the Eagle Nation how important that right side is. We have a stat that when Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson plays together, we win 80+% of our games. We play 10 games, we're winning 8 of them. 80+%. Our percentage when one or both of them are out are like 20. Philly Zay said Miles Sanders is going to be better than Nick Chubb if he gets the ball enough, in my opinion. You're talking about a guy who was top 5 in the NFL at the running back position, 5.3 yards per carry, just efficient when the ball was given to him. But we had a coach who refused to do what the team did successfully. I don't understand that. I really don't. And I'm not trying to be the biggest Doug Peterson basher, because I love the fact that he got us a ring and how he did it. But come on, man. The eye test. Did you see what was going on? Baseball 28, what's going on with you? Mike Glover said, Bird Gang, you already know my guy. All day, every day. The real Mike said, nah, we don't need no umbrella man. Facts, man. Let that stay on that Rihanna track. Marcus Kane, what's going on with you, my guy? Martin's coming in with the 9 wins. That's where I'm sitting right now. I can see a couple less. I really don't see it that much, a couple more, but hey, I'm going to keep myself optimistic, but I got it around 9, give or take a few under. Darian Davenport in the building. What's going on? Ryan Rose said if we can stay healthy on top defense, a top 10 defense, with the rushers, I agree, man. Look, the pass rush is going to be legit. Fletcher Cox was banged up last year. He's finally going to get a little bit more healthy. You added Ryan Kerrigan to the group. Derek Barnett got something to prove, whether it's for us in the future or another team. Josh Sweat is hungry, trying to get up into the lineup. I think we got the rotation pieces to keep people fresh, and fresh bodies, Pauls, are going to do numbers on tired offensive line in the fourth quarter. Aiden said, I am ready for Eagles versus Giants. Go Giants. Say shout out to you, and I'm ready for that matchup too. Hold up, wait a minute. We got a super chat. Shout out to my guy, Texas Eagle, with the $5 super chat. Much appreciated, my guy. What up? He said, fire content as always. You already know, my guy. Shout out to you for coming through the Sixer live streams, but we're going to get a lot more Eagle live streams. It's at that dead part, you know? Free agents already done. But like I said, Eagle Nation, make sure you hit that notification bell, because we're going to be coming with a lot of videos talking about Milton Williams, Zach McPherson, Landon Dickerson. What are their exact roles going to be in 2021? We're going to have some more breakdowns. If you haven't watched my Jalen Hurts targets video, I did a video yesterday talking about who did Jalen Hurts target the most and who was more successful with Jalen Hurts targets in the 3 stars. I didn't count the Packers game because it was 2 quarters, and I didn't count the other game. Shout out to a channel member, another one, Primetime Stephen Joyce. He didn't even say nothing, but he's rocking with the $5 super chat. And listen, channel members, I'm going to put up a community post. I need you all to get up on it, because I want to do one big channel member live stream where it's like 5 to 10 of us. and we just chopping it up. It's good content for June, July. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to have 8 to 9 different opinions, so it should be lit. Shout out to you guys. Bill said, why do coaches believe throwing will be better than running the ball? I mean, it's a new era of sports. Look at basketball. 3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball. Now football is pass, 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 pass. I think you really have to have a staple of pass-run ratio. Look at the best teams. Now, the Chiefs are different. They're a different brand. I mean, they just got the guys. But a mixture of run, pass, play action, RPO with Jalen Hurts' legs is going to help his young developmental season, which I think is going to be good. He's going to be learning things quickly, but a run game is going to be legit this year. Shout out to Jonathan Edwards with the $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated. He said our D-line is going to be on beast mode. Yes, sir. That is big facts right there. People are underestimating a healthy Fletcher Cox. I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but he was banged up all last year. He got something to prove. There's a little bit of friction, and I think it's good friction because he's a guy who takes that and puts it on the field. He's been doing it his whole career. Derek Barnett got something to prove. Will he be an Eagle next year? He's young, 24 years old. Feels like he's older because he's been in the league for a little bit, but he got something to prove to get a deal from somebody else. Josh Sweat wants that starting role. You know what I mean? Ryan Kerrigan got kicked off the Washington football team because they got a stellar D-line, but he got stuff to prove. Played only, 38% of the snaps, got 5 sacks. Give me that. Chris Long vibes. I agree. And when your defensive line is doing this, when it's eating, the cornerback play is going to be better. If right now Darius Slay is a B cornerback, he gets bumped up. If whoever is the CB2, which I'm going to give them a nice grade, and it's truthful. If they're a D plus, well, a good defensive line takes that D plus and picks it up to like a C plus, C minus. Same with the safeties, but I think the safeties are going to help out these young corners not named Big Play Slay. Rome one more, channel member in the building. What's going on with you? He said, which running backs are we going to cut? That's a good question. I'm going to need your input in the chat, everybody. But right now we have on the roster, of course, Miles Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, who we picked up from the Lions off waivers, Jordan Howard, who we re-signed but didn't use last year, but this is a new coaching staff. We have Kenneth Gainwell, who we drafted in the 5th round out of Memphis. And we have Boston Scott, who we did sign a 10-year for. And we also have the likes of the Holyfields and the Adrian Killens. But with the amount of guys we acquired and put tags on and stuff, you can pretty much count them guys to stay where they're at on the practice squad. I honestly can see us putting Boston Scott on the practice squad. Unless Kenneth Gainwell doesn't show much in this camp, you use the draft pick on him. Boston Scott was a free agent, undrafted free agent signing. Well, he was on the Saints practice squad. We took him, but he was undrafted is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so, and if they're only going to keep one bruiser, Howard or Kerryon Johnson, I think the Eagles will go Kerryon Johnson if he is healthy to start the season. That's just my gut feeling. Let me know what y'all think. Freda Joe said, catch us winning that Super Bowl again this year. Bird fan out of here in Cali. Shout out to you. My man got us going all the way to the bowl game. Drew Johnson said, talking Eagles, and I am there. Good to see you. Philly Fresh, Philly Gates, Philly 500 LB. I'm missing a bunch more. Eagle Nation is strong. This year we will be telling facts. Shout out to the Eagle community. We have a great group of guys who do this Eagles content. Much respect, much love to the guys above me, to the guys below me, to the guys right here. We all eating and we all trying to put people on. I respect the people who've been doing it for 5 years. I respect the people who've been doing it for 1 month. Shout out to all them. We need to be getting on the Giants, Cowboys, and Washington content creators. That's what we need to be doing. Eagles over everything. JJ Fisher said, cut Howard. It might be. Especially if Howie's involved. Billy said, do you think Zach Ertz will be traded to Tennessee or Buffalo? It's getting real worrisome. And I'm okay with keeping him because he's going to want to play hard, because the better he plays, the better he has a opportunity to get a good contract. But hold up. Shout out to Texas Eagle with the $5 super chat. My guy, appreciate you 100%. He said, how many receivers we going to keep and who gets cut? That is interesting. I did a video about 3 weeks ago with all the receivers. That was before Trayvon Grimes went on IR. And I didn't really give my exact prediction. I was just getting it warmed up for the conversation. But I think the Eagles are going to keep 6 for the simple fact, if you look at all our positions, right? If you look at all our positions, the wide receiver position is the most unproven and young. DBs, we got a vet in Big Play Slay at least. We got one vet. Avonte Maddox has been around a little bit too. D-line, vets. Safeties, vets. Running back group, Miles Sanders is going into his 4th year. Tight end group, Dallas Goedert's going into his 4th year. Richard Rodgers is there, veteran. We got vets throughout the whole team, except for wide receiver. The oldest guy is Greg Ward Jr., and the longest Eagle has been J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who hasn't really been an Eagle. He wears it, but he's not an Eagle. You know what I mean? So I think if any position you want to add an extra guy to be safe, it got to be wide receiver. So I think we keep 6. And if you ask me right here, right now, it's Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, it's Greg Ward Jr., Travis Fulgham, Quez Watkins, and John Hightower and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is going to have to fight. Now, if it's up to me, I'm taking John Hightower. I saw a little bit of potential. He's able to burn past defenses, got to work on tracking the ball. But J.J. had to work on mindset, heart, a lot of things. And I'm not trying to poo-poo on the guy, but my God. But with Howie being in charge, they're gonna say 5th round pick, 2nd round pick. You know, and they might even pick John Hightower over Quez, but I think Quez has something special inside him. If you watch my Jalen Hurts video I did yesterday, I broke down again the 3 different games that he started and finished, who he targeted, and what they did in that sample size. He targeted Quez Watkins 8 times. Quez caught 7 for 100 yards and a touchdown. You're like, that's all he did all season? Well, Quez only played the last 4 games, and I was going off a 3-game sample size with Jalen Hurts. So if you're talking 8 targets, 7 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown, that's something that you can build off. And he was hurt. He has that play that can translate to so many different things, from screens to slants to deep balls to post routes. He got to get his weight up a little bit, though. Shout out to my guy, Philly Tress, said J-Jaw definitely gets cut. You know what I mean? But Howie Roseman's still in charge. You never know. Sanders, KJ, Sanders, KJ, Gainwell, to me, are locks. I like B. Scott. Yeah. Do you think we keep 4, though? So you got the 3, and that's the 3 I got. Carry on. I got the exact 3 you got. Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, Gainwell. Boston Scott is that do we do it? Do we not? Now, we did sign him with a 10-year, but he's getting the vet minimum. Was it like $500K or $1 million? That's it. John said, what's your option on the head coach so far? Oh, what's your opinion? My bad. I can't even read. I love it. The energy's there. Now, some people are saying the stuttering, the way too high energy is going to come back to bite him. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. But I hear good things from the players. Not only the players that we see on the media. You know, I talked to Davion Taylor. I talked to Sean Bradley, 2 young linebackers. I inboxed somebody else, but we weren't able to schedule a podcast, but we might in the future. And they love the energy. They love the coaching staff. And so now we got to see if them X and O's and putting players in the right spot and, you know, doing what the players do well and scheming X and O's. We got to see if that comes through to the field. You know, talking about it is talking about it. Doing it is a different thing. So we're going to see. Get Rihanna out of here. I agree. Miles Sanders has to hold on to the ball. That's one thing. I think there's so much upside for Miles Sanders in the run game, the receiving game, but he has to hold on to that ball. I agree 100%. Kyle said, yo, Mike, do you think Ben Simmons could play wide receiver for us? Hey, why not? The dude's fast. He knows how to catch. Don't got to shoot. You don't got to shoot. Why not? The real Mike said, y'all sleeping on Howard. He was running hard for 2 years, just 2 years ago. Yeah. Listen, when Howard was drafted to the Bears, Ezekiel Elliott was drafted to the Cowboys. And a 3-year sample size of the NFL, the number 1 running back in the NFL was Ezekiel Elliott, and number 2 was Howard. But I got to be weary of the fact that he had that stinger and was out 10 games. Then he goes to Miami. And he can't even get on the field. He's DNP. Didn't play. Did not participate. Why? Was it a lingering injury? Did something really happen where he can't run hard anymore? I gotta know. He came to the Eagles. Doug Peterson and them didn't really use him. Very sparingly at the end of the season. But why was he out 10 games? Why couldn't he get on the field at Miami? That is stuff that I got to see. If I can get them answers, maybe he beats out Kerryon because he was once a top 5 back in the NFL. Big time. Texas Eagle channel member said Scott would never clear waivers. I'd hate to lose him. Yeah. Boston Scott put too much tape put too much tape out there. He's a bowling ball. People say he's too little. The dude's 206 pounds. That's lighter than Miles Sanders, but he's 5'6", so he's stocky. The dude was a Olympic weightlifter. You know, he's good. The dude can press some stuff. Martin Lich said Rager has to stay healthy. Yeah, coming into your rookie season with COVID-19, everything's virtual, learning this, learning that. Carson Wentz up and downs, plus the injury, plus his brain kind of not being able to really grasp social media and say, stop reading that stuff. I think he has a pretty good year this year. Sirianni's going to use him wisely. Jet sweeps, get it in his hand fast. When he came out from TCU that year, he was second in college to CD Lamb. Yes, CD Lamb in yards after the catch. So the dude is explosive. We put him back to punt returner. He returns a punt for the touchdown. And what does Doug Peterson do? Gets him out of there. What? Don't understand it. Now he does have to be he has to be better with actually securing the ball. I think that's true. Bobby said, I think they keep 4 backs, Sanders, Johnson, Gainwell, and either Scott or Howard. Hey, I think they're going to have to, pick their poison. If they do go 6 wide receivers, I don't know if they'll go 6 and 4, but if they do, it's going to be a hard decision between Howard and Scott. Howard looks like the more sure thing, but if he can't provide health for us, well, then you really got to look at Scott and say, this guy doesn't get hurt. Why haven't we signed Steven Nelson yet? Man, that's been up in the air. And it's crazy, though, because he's flirting with the Eagles flirting with him. I mean, nobody wants to make the first move. But every day that goes by, his price goes down. Let me ask you guys. You're selling a car. You put the car out on your yard, $3,000. 2 months go by. Dang, nobody even called. $2,500. Dang, nobody even called. You finally sell that thing for like $1,800 and a burrito. You know what I mean? Pause. I'm awake. Are you? Howard doesn't run like Johnson. Nope. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Howard in his prime, but I don't know if he can get back there. Him, Stark on demand. What's going on? So we started this conversation talking about what could the Eagles be top 10 in? As you see the thumbnail, I'm not saying all of them, and there's even more. Pass defense, rush defense, passing, rushing, sacks, pressures. What could you guys see the defense or the Eagles overall being top 10 in? And I said, I think the Eagles can be top 10 in rush defense. We could be top 10 in sacks, and we could be top 10 in rushing. I think Sirianni's going to run the ball effectively with Sanders, the boatload of guys we have behind Sanders. Jalen Hurts got wheels. The RPO is going to be deadly because did he pass it? Did he run it? Shake and bake, not Milton, but Jalen Hurts. I love it. Rob350 said Rager will be better with Smith getting most of the attention. Facts. And let's not forget, right now, Zach Ertz is on the squad. Zach Ertz, the last 3 years in Philadelphia, did not have a guy who can get people off him besides the Super Bowl run. Zach Ertz was frustrated every post game talking about, I know the double team comes to me. Hopefully with the double team on me, the wide receivers can beat man-to-man coverage. If we start throwing doubles to Devontae Smith, if Rager starts being a problem down the field, Zach Ertz is still going to be a great safety blanket. We'll get a compensatory pick come next year. But if you're asking me right now, what do the Eagles need more? Zach Ertz there where we lose $8 million, which would still be beneficial to Hurts, or $8 million freed up. We can get Landon Dickerson under contract because what the heck is happening with Landon Dickerson? We're not paying the guy. And I think it's partly because we need to get some money. The Zach Ertz thing is very interesting, and I think that's going to be the last piece that we have to figure out. Listen, June is going to be boring. Content creators got to really dig deep down and start talking about what we think, optimistic. I'm going to start breaking down more of the rookies. Thank God I didn't break down the rookies early. You know what I mean? Shout out to the channel member, Roll One More. He said, is it true we're trying to trade for Xavier Howard? I've seen some. I didn't really see much about it. I saw I forgot where I saw it, but people were talking about Xavier Howard, I think, not reporting to camp, but I don't know how true it is. But Xavier Howard is one of them veteran guys where I would definitely keep my eye out. Eagles Uncensored in the building. What's going on with you, my guy? Channel member, new Eagles content creator. It's called Eagles Uncensored. I just said it. He goes by AK Eagle 88. Definitely go check his channel out. Hit that subscribe button. We definitely going to have him on the Philly Talk podcast, not just because he's a channel member, which again, channel members, keep your ears out. We're going to do a deep channel member stream. Dead serious. But also because he's an Eagles content creator. Ivan said, I had a feeling we will not see a DB2. I think we will lean on linebacker and D-line play with Slade doing his thing. Whoever is on the other side just has to tackle with safety help. Yes, you got to understand. Listen, I'm still under impression that they're going to give safety help over to Darius Slade too on different blitz packages and whatnot. But if you have a weak link being a CB2, just roll coverage. Have a linebacker kind of drop underneath, helping the cornerback if he gets beat on a slant. You get beat on a slant, you got the linebacker underneath, you play outside release. Outside leverage, I mean. Have a safety over the top, roll coverage, bracket coverage. You can do a lot of things to clean up that DB spot. You can hide it. Now, if you're Jim Schwartz and you got a crappy DB and you put him on an island, you're getting cooked. I'm Awake said, yeah, going to be 6-4. I don't know what that means. I'm still Kyle said, I'm still trying to find out why wide receiver Louis Dola out of TCU wasn't signed. He went undrafted, shades of Mushin Muhammad. I'm not really sure his game. I might have to check him out, though. Appreciate that. That's going to be fun watching that. Asmar Brown in the building. He said, we have to look at the wide receiver group. Just say, do we have a big wide receiver? TF13. Let's not forget about him. He has a lot to prove to me still with just his demeanor, his mindset, coming out and proving that the 4-game sample size was what he is and not more of a energetic start. But TF13 has all the makeup of a true X. Aidenson signed Avery Williamson. If he's in free agency. I thought he got picked up by the Steelers, to be honest. NFC East Beast says top 10 interceptions, TDs given up over 50 yards. Top 10 in interceptions, touchdowns given up over 50 yards, points given up, and numbers of punts. Dang, my man's trying to give us top 10 in a bunch of nasty categories, except for interceptions. Interceptions being top. Whoa. Top 10 in us lead. Wait, on the offensive side? Come on, NFC Beast. I think we could be top 10 in rushing when you combine Miles Sanders' explosiveness, the fact that he's going to be healthier than ever, the running backs behind him, Jalen Hurts with the RPO. I think we could do a lot. Why are our rivals saying Devontae Smith can't catch and dropping everything in OTAs? Where are they hearing that bull crap? They're just making it up. And most of them are Giant fans who are legitly mad that we got him. DeJounte Debris said, Bird Gang, what's going on, my guy? Let's get it. Always. Drew Johnson said, sup with Tyree Jackson. What do you mean? His contract or where do we think he's going to play on the line on defense as a linebacker? What do you mean by that? I'm Awake said 6 receivers, 4 running backs. Yeah, that's a little much, but again, I can definitely see the receivers being heavy loaded because of the lack of experience. And so you want to have all the guys that you know least about. You know a lot about your offensive line. You know about your safeties. You know about Slay at least. You know about your D-line, O-line, running backs. Wide receiver and linebacker are our youngest positions. And so you would want to keep depth in that position to really weed out the good. I do hope the Eagles are good, but I do hope the Eagles are good, but hope in one hand. I agree. Listen, you got to be realistic. I'm not saying we're top 10 in passing or top 10 in pass defense, even though I think we'll be better than people think because of covering up DB2 with brackets and underlying linebacker dropouts and stuff like that, cover 2, cover 3. But I do believe the run game is going to be slipping in the top 10. The defensive line in sacks, the defensive line in run stopping. I think they are legit parts that could be inside the top 10. Miles Sanders, 5.3 yards per carry. Would have been pretty good this year if Doug just decided to give him the ball. I think Nick Sirianni comes out and says, regardless if Jalen Hurts is a rock star or not, the run game helps the pass game. We got a running quarterback. We got a big play running back. RPO, make them guess. Kill him 8 yards, 10 yards, 7 yards. Then you play action. Hurts got the ball, got the arm to throw deep. We saw it against the Cowboys when he threw to Deshaun Jackson. We need to put Hurts in good situations. The run game is going to make them drop the safety in the box. Now, drop the safety in the box. Sirianni going to put a bow on the offense. A little bit of motion. We see where man is. We see where the blitz is. Hot read. Get the ball out fast. Nick Sirianni and the Colts did a great job of getting the ball out of their quarterback hands fast. That's going to translate great for guys like Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, and a young quarterback. 100%. No doubt about that. Rob 350 said, is McLeod going to be ready to start the season? I've heard reports saying he could be. The Eagles got to play it smart. I'm tired of rushing guys back. Lane Johnson, even Carson Wentz back then, guys rushing back and getting hurt again. We signed Anthony Harris. Kevon Wallace is in year 2. He gets hands on a little bit. So they gotta figure something out. I do think once Ronnie McLeod and Anthony Harris are back there, veterans that kind of have connection from college, know each other, stayed in touch. I think it's going to be pretty good with them being able to help out the DB2. Hot Rhyme says, anyone heard Jordan Matthew put on 30 pounds to be a tight end? Hey, I mean, once Tim Tebow said, I'm going to play tight end from the quarterback position, everybody thinks they can put on 20 pounds or 30 pounds and become a tight end. I did hear that. Shout out to my guy, Philly the podcast. He said it. Martin said, I'm confident we will improve quarterback protection this year and rank top 10 in sacks allowed. Listen, the Eagles win 80% of their games when the right side is intact. That's Brandon Brooks. That's Lane Johnson. They are still one of the top duo in the NFL. Nelson, he's better than Brooks by a little bit. Shout out to the Cowboys guy, Zach Martin. He's better than Brooks a little bit. There's right tackles who are a little bit better than Lane Johnson. But when you talk about the duo, right tackle, right guard, there's none better. Got to keep them healthy. Jay Milton from Jersey said, Hat Rhymes, I just heard about that. Shout out to Jay Milton. He said, we signed Anthony Harris so McLeod can come back healthy. Facts. I agree 100%, but we didn't just lose McLeod. We lost Jalen Mills, who played safety. So, yes, Anthony Harris, Kevon Wallace. We did get Andrew Adams, a backup safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to him winning the Super Bowl, but he was mainly a special teamer who did fill in crucial times, though. He did get playing time at the safety position. Blue City Empire said, yo, Philly Mike, the NFL is predicting the New York Giants signing running back Adrian Peterson. Do you know what that means? You signed Corey Clement, the ex-Eagles running back, who's not named Corey Clement no more. His name is Corey Cement. I'm sorry. But if you're signing Corey Cement, if you're signing Adrian Peterson, it's because you guys are not 100% sure that Saquon Barkley will be back for week 1. NFC East B says, do you think Lurie will let the team run the ball? They complain when running and winning. Yes, I think we try to get too cute the last 2 years. And if it was successful, I think Lurie and Howie would still be doing their shenanigans. But they got a rude awakening for the simple fact that things fell apart. You lost your quarterback that you just paid all that money in. You have the most dead cap. You had a scathing article written about you that was more with actual legit sources from The Athletic. Shout out to Zach Berman. We had him on the show. How he changed. He drafted Devontae Smith. Some of the picks looked like the coaches were involved. If it was Howie's decision, we'd be running 11 on 11s. He let Nick Sirianni do that. I think they really are going to scale it back a little bit because of the amount of ruin. Listen, love Doug Peterson or hate him, but you lost a once upon a time MVP candidate quarterback and a Super Bowl winning coach because of mismanagement. Maybe Carson Wentz gets back, maybe he doesn't. It's not my concern anymore. But you mismanaged it big time. Free Melly said we have Nick, and when he was with the Colts, he had the best O-line, so I think he will improve it. Facts. He also gets the ball out of their hands quickly. Eagle has landed in the chat, said, LOL, this dude talking about somebody's ankles messed up. Dak ankles ain't ready yet. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know why he got Lord Brunson. Like, come on, Lord. Shout out to my guy, LB. The dude legitly served, man. One thing is about disrespecting people. Like, go ahead, talk about my grill. You know what I mean? Talk about someone's this, that. This guy's ugly. This guy's fat. But the dude served. And for people even to try to snap at somebody that put their line so you could be a bum that just watches Eagles content creator, that's wrong, bro. Like, I'm all about the smoke. I'm all about the trash talking. Eagles stink. Cowboys stink. It's all good. But get off my guy, LB. The dude legitly was serving for us. You know what I mean? Relax, bro. Kyle said, I wish we could put Howie Roseman at slot wide receiver and throw a pass them over the middle, leading into a blitzing safety. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. I needed that. And I love the picture because I'm a big time Chucky fan. You know what I mean? I put my 5-year onto it. He's a little scared, little likes it. You know what I mean? I don't be letting him watch it too much. Eagles Uncensored said, thank you, Mike, and God bless. You already know. Appreciate you for coming through. Blue City Empire said, yo, Mike, I just bought myself a Philadelphia 76er 21 City t-shirt, jersey edition. Let's go. Big game 6 Friday. I don't even know if I have the heart to do it. Ivan said, as long as we can get the short yards for the first downs with the running game, we will be in the top 10. Yeah. I mean, people don't really understand how good Miles Sanders is between the tackles. They think he's just a big play guy. No, he asserted himself. He did get nicked up a little bit too much last year, played 12 games. But let's be honest. Doug Peterson ran the ball with Miles Sanders 15 or more times, 6 times out of 12. So half was under 15, half was over 15, but barely. He only hit 20 once. You got to run with a guy who's averaging 5.3 yards per carry, especially now when you have a young quarterback who's going to benefit from the run, who also can run, who's good with the RPO, who's great off play action, who can do that quarterback little shifty. I forgot what the play's called. We got bruisers behind Miles Sanders. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Lewis, yeah. We hear all your nonsense every 26 years and counting. Who's Lewis? Oh, I see. I see Lewis over there trying to get it. Lewis is a Cowboys fan? Hold up. Lewis is a Cowboys fan? This is the Lewis that be in the Sixers chats all the time, right? David Soto said, which position battle are you focused on most and who is winning that spot? The left tackle spot is very interesting. It's not the sexy topic, so nobody wants to talk about it. Hey, shout out to my guy Ronnie. Just met him because of the Sixers Hawk series. I don't really want to talk about that. If you're a Sixer fan, go watch my post-game thing. I just want to cry when I hear that. But anyway, he's a Falcon fan. Much respect to you. You've been keeping nothing but 100 in this series. Shout out to you. And I do play-by-play for the Eagles too. For those who are new to my channel and weren't subscribed to me during the season, we do play-by-plays. We have the scoreboard. We have the two opposing quarterbacks. We going to get lit for some play-by-plays. Just like I do the Sixers one. And so come through and watch the Eagles versus the Falcons. No Julio Jones, though. No Julio Jones. Lewis said Sixers in 7. Yes, sir. It's that guy. Appreciate you. I didn't know you. So you're a Sixers and a Cowboys fan? How did that happen? How? Eagles Uncensored channel member, my guy said, hey, I had a question. Just brought this up to Tone and the guys a little bit ago. Would you be willing to trade Fletcher Cox for Howard, Dolphins cornerback, since we have Hargrave and Williams? No. Xavier Howard is good. He's okay. He's older. He's coming off a decent year, but he's older. And I think, I can't do that. I think Fletcher is in higher regards than Xavier Howard. One time in his prime, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think so. Maybe I'll have to think about it, but I don't think so. Rob 350 said, man, let's not talk about the Sixers. Still pissed from yesterday. Big facts. Hey, come through, though, because your boy going to be sipping it up for tomorrow's. People discussing. Exactly, right? Just ignore it. Ronnie said, yes, sir, man. Been subscribed. We'll be looking for you week 1. Shout out to you, my guy. Much appreciation. Mike, a girl I went to school with is a Philly and a Cowboys fan. I just shook my head at her. Yeah, man. Like, I don't understand it. Like, look, there's Eagle fans who are not Sixer fans, and there's Sixer fans who are not Eagle fans. I'm cool with that. But how do you get to the enemy of the enemy of the enemy? How do you cross them lines? I don't know. Not a chance on that trade. Shout out to Jay Milton. NFC East says, can you believe the Cowpunks paid all that money to slack? The guy has had the best team on paper for 3 to 4 years and hasn't won anything, period. Yeah. Listen, I think Dak Prescott is better than people give him credit for, but you also got to look at the fact that you're right. The dude's had a bomb squad around him, and he hasn't been able to put it together. When he wasn't the leader of the Cowboys and they went through Zeke Elliott, 2 rushing titles, they were winning games. Now the roles switched. Dak is the leader of the team. Zeke ain't winning rushing titles. And Dak looks great on paper. Close to 5,000 yards, close to 3,000 yard, 1,000-yard receivers. But now they're losing games. So what is more important? No stats winning, big stats losing. They're going to have to find a way to equal that out, but that's not my concern. Merciless says, hack the heck is Louis Ahmad? Get him. Because he's a mod because he been rocking with all the Sixers content from middle of the season. Philly fan D said Simmons gotta go. Fraud. No athlete can be scared to be a winner. Facts. Hey, Philly fan D, when this is over, go check my Sixers epic collapse post game. Let me know what you think. Mike, remember I'm a Giants and a Sixers fan. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know how you are that either, but at least you could be a Sixer fan in New Jersey and somehow slipped up, didn't really watch football yet, and became a giant. I don't know. I mean, it's still New Jersey, but all the way over there, Dallas. He said, "Come on, I'm a Sixers fan." Shout out to Eagles Uncensored. He said he had 10 interceptions last year. 10 interceptions last year. Wait, he had 10 interceptions last year. In the last 3 years, Howard has 18 interceptions to the NFL at 19. He had 10 interceptions in 1 year. I got to see that. That's wild. Xavier Howard's only 27? Why am I thinking he's older? Xavier Rhodes. That's who popped in my head. Xavier Rhodes. All right, making more sense. You know what I mean? It's making more sense. Shout out to Eagles Uncensored. Shout out to Alcabee the Analyst. You know what I mean? Alcabeer's always on that computer crunching the numbers. You know what I mean? I forgot that he was 27. I forgot Xavier and Howard. I heard Xavier and I automatically said Rhodes. And Xavier Rhodes was with the Colts, not the Dolphins. Xavier Howard's with the Dolphins. Xavier Rhodes went to the Colts. Aha. Random said, how much of a loser must be to take people time to profile? Exactly. I already read that one. Shout out to Eagles Uncensored said yes. Texas Eagle channel members. Shout out to all the channel members, man. We got something special lined up. Eagles and Mavs fan here. Kind of weird. It's different, though, in the sense of, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. How did you become an Eagles fan in Texas? It's interesting. It's interesting to see how these things happen. Brokey 711, what's going on, my guy? There you go. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Again, I'm thinking Xavier Rhodes from the Colts, not Xavier Howard from the Miami Dolphins, where they got a good duo in Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. He said, you good, my guy. Shout out to you. Eagle Slayer said, I know someone who's a Cowboy and a Sixer fan. Safe to say no one is perfect. Yeah, man. We just got one in here. Shout out to my guy, Lewis. I didn't never know he was a Cowboy fan. He ain't never tell me in the Sixer chats he's been a Cowboys fan, though. I gotta look at him like this now. Only one eye. I'm just kidding. Shout out to you, Lewis. Merciless says, get these boys out of here. We don't want cowgirl. Hey, some of them are cool. A small portion. Michael said, Eagles and Miami Heat fan here. I see you, bro. I see you. Brokey said, now that we got the Xavier thing covered up, would you potentially trade Howard for Fletch? Yeah, that is a good one. If you're looking at long term, if you're looking at what we have more depth in, you would definitely have to consider that. You'd be a fool not to. I just know what Fletcher really offers here. People are down on his sacks, but he does so much. The other guys need to be better. And he is our run game. The dude is a one-man band. Aaron Donald is hands down the better pass rusher. But Fletcher Cox is the better run stuffer out of them two. No doubt about it. But this is why Aaron Donald's so much higher than him. Aaron Donald's an A pass rusher. And he's a B plus run stuffer. Fletch is now more like a C plus, B minus pass rusher and an A run stuffer. So what I'm saying is Donald's close to doing both great, but he's still not better at Fletch than stopping the run. But Xavier Howard really bulk up the secondary. He's 27 years old. We're not talking about Xavier Rhodes. And so with that being said, you would have to consider it because of Hargrave. You pay this guy a lot of money. Shout out to Eric Gallinger, channel member. Mike, I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Would you believe I know a house that displays both Philly and Dallas flags? That is crazy. I've seen one of them too. Like how? Like, listen, my wife was not a football fan when I met her. I've been married 5 years. We've been together 7 years. I don't know how she's with me for this long. I made her a football fan, and she likes the Eagles. But I could not have a girl. Like, now I'm not saying, like, maybe you could work through it, but at the end of the day, I talk about the Eagles so much to my kids, to my friends, to my wife, that if she was coming back at me with the Cowboy stuff, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cute, but it was only going to be cute for so long. Stop it. Because when we lose to them teams, I don't know, man. Something goes through me, man. Shout out to you, Eric. Appreciate it. Watch your live stream. Many said that was the Sixers' worst choke ever. I disagree. Watched them years ago when they lost a 10-point lead in the playoffs, much longer shot clock. Yeah, but I just think how it was. Like, listen, we're the number 1 seed and we're supposed to be better. Like, I understand this team has flaws, but I gotta leave the Sixers alone for a little bit. They had me heated last night. Hold up, wait a minute. Birds Nation with the $2.99 super chat. Birds Nation 302 coming in with the $3 super chat. Much appreciated. He got the bird emoji. Fly, Eagles fly. Doing my best. T.O. T.O. He was that cheerleader for them games where he had that screw in his knee, but he came in the Super Bowl, dropped a $120 something. We took the L, though. That's crazy. Broke my heart. My grandfather was from Jersey and an Eagles fan. We watched all the games together, made me a fan. Been an Eagles fan since 76 when I saw Bill Burgee knock the snot out of Robert Newhouse. Shout out to you, my guy. I only been born since 91. Eagle fan since around 98. Like, I've always worn I was that 4-year-old kid wearing Eagles shirts because that's when my family raised me, Eagles. But when you're 4 years old and you got an Eagles shirt, yeah, you could claim it, but you're not really watching the games. At 4 years old, I'm watching, I don't know, Pokemon. But right around 7, 8, 9-ish is when I really started playing Pee-wee, learning it, loving it. Eagles till I die. Eagles till I die. Jinx Wolf coming in with my dad and my mom are Cowboys, and my dad and my mom are Cowboys, and I'm a Eagles. That's a little different. It's still rough, you know. If you watch the games in a family environment, if your dad is like legit like a sports enthusiast, it's kind of hard. I've never had to go through that really, and that's weird. My brother's a Jets fan. I know I got really close friends who are Cowboy fans. Maybe I shouldn't trust them, but I do. That's interesting, bro. It's cool to know all that stuff. Random said, "Oh, my dad is an Eagle fan, and his wife." Dang, so there's a bunch of these out there, man. Well, when I go downstairs, I'm going to tell my girl, I'm going to look her in her eye and I'm going to say, I love you. She's like, okay, I know you love me. But I'm like, I love that you're not a Giants, Washington, or Cowboy fan. When we redo our vows, that's going to be the first thing in it. What did you love about this woman the most? That she doesn't like any other team in the NFL. It's like, now let me stop. If she's watching, she's going to get mad at me. JD said, I can't wait to see what Joe Burrow brings to the table. Shout out to you. That's going to be very interesting. Joe Burrow coming back off that injury. AA9, what's going on with you? Blue City Empire said, my mom is from Philly, but she's a Giants fan. My dad is from New York and a Cowboys fan. I can't believe how many of the combinations y'all killing me with that. T.O. McNabb, who are you siding in the beef? I got to go McNabb. I think McNabb was a little petty at times, but McNabb was my guy. I became an Eagle fan the year he was the quarterback. Now, he didn't start the first year in 98, or he didn't start right away. Doug Peterson was the quarterback, but McNabb is still one of my favorite guys. Like, you know, when Carson Wentz was becoming an MVP and stuff, I thought he can ravish them. I loved Michael Vick too, but still hands down, my favorite guy is McNabb. That's what I grew up watching. I was a teenager when we were going to all them NFC championships and football games and Super Bowls. I was 14, 15, 16, 17, you know, or 14, 15, 16. So when do you do your most crap talking, your most trash talking in sports? When you're freshman in high school, a sophomore in high school, and a junior in high school. That's when you talking your talk. Ha ha, my team is good. We kept getting beat, but my team was good. Shout out to my guy Lawrence James, channel member. Listen, channel members, get ready. We got stuff coming for y'all. Bill, number 66, LOL OG Eagle fan. What up, Mike? Shout out to all the OGs. Shout out to the young boys. Shout out to the OGs. Shout out to the people who are under 18. Shout out to the people who are over 45 or 40. So, I don't know. Your boys coming in at that big 3-0. Eagle Slayer said McNabb and T.O. are both. Free Melly said my mom is a Ravens fan and my dad is a Bills fan. My little sister are Eagle fan. Shout out to that. Darian Davenport said, yo, Mike, if the Sixers win game 6, I'll go to game 7 and tell you how it is. Shout out to you. Ride or die. I like it. I like it a lot. Kyle says Super Fi was my guy too. Even had him like one of my comments about the Twitter person. Even like one of my comments about him on Twitter personally. I was starstruck. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. I love when you like somebody's stuff. Hey, if you're not following me on Twitter, go ahead and follow your boy on Twitter. That's where we talk Eagles, Sixers news right away. If something happens and I can't get to you guys, I'm all on Twitter. And if you ever have ideas for the channel, I want somebody to talk about this. Nobody's been talking about it. Hit your boy up. You can at me. You can inbox me. And if you give me material, I'm not going to be like, hey, this is what I was thinking in my spare time. Nah, I'm going to be like, hey, shout out to Kyle from one of my guys who watched the channel. He gave me this great idea and we going to rock with it. Bill Berge was a beast. You should check him out, Mike. I'm going to have to now. Now I might have to do a reaction video of old head Eagle dude rocking people. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. We got 90-something people in here. I haven't asked y'all one time to hit the like button. Do me a favor. Hit that like button for your boy. It goes a long way. We got 92 people in here. Let's see if we got let's see if we can get around 100 likes. I didn't ask y'all. We got 69 likes without me asking one time. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can bump this up to 100 real quick. Let's see if we can bump this up to 100 real quick. Bang, bang. Hit that like button. Where am I at? Merciless said they can barely win with the unhealthy Embiid. Mike, we need to sign Landon. Yeah. I think that's more along the lines of we are waiting for some money to clear up. Mike, we need to sign Landon. Yeah. Oh, look at my thing. I'm rewatching it. It's all loud. I think that's more. Turn that junk off. We good. We definitely got to sign Landon. I think that's more of us waiting for some money. But Lawrence James says, number 5, Donna McNabb, nasty. I named my son after my guy. We went to NFC East 4 years straight with McNabb. Facts. Lost to the Panthers, lost to the Bucks, beat the Falcons. And then we also lost to the Cardinals. Kevin Green said, you got 75 likes. Let's go. Let's try to get that to 100. NFC East said the Washington Massacres. Vic and the Eagles whipped up on the Redskins after the Redskins beat the Eagles in Philly, and McNabb went to the Eagles locker room and gloated. Yeah, man. Shout out to McNabb being able to do that. That was something for me when McNabb came to Philly and played us. It was like kind of broke me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Andre, shout out to you, my guy. Listen, if you want to be a mod, I ain't opposed of it, but listen, I need to see you a little bit more. I only give mods to people that I noticed multiple times. Now, I did see you in my Sixers stream yesterday. I see you today. So as long as you come through, turn on post notifications, but I do got to go back and give out some more mods. I don't know who is a mod and ain't a mod on this, because when I look on StreamYard at the chat, it doesn't show it. But if I know you, like, hey, I know you've been subscribed to the channel for a couple months. It don't even got to be a couple months, but if you've been here for a couple months, or I see you all the time in the stream, and I know you keep it a buck, I got you, because I know there's probably people in the chat right now who's been subscribed for like a year. and probably don't got it, but I'm gonna have to check that. Hey, Shifty, what's going on with you, my guy? Did you check out my post-game video? I did it about 3 hours ago. Let me know what you think. Give me that Shifty style comment, because Shifty be coming with all the smoke. Much appreciation, Shifty. But let me know what you thought about that. I dropped it like around 6 o'clock, I think. I don't even remember. Ethan in the building. What's going on with you? Porter said, can I be a mod? I see you with that Denver stripe. Like I said, man, you got to be here more often. DeJounte Dupree said I was a 75 like gang in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. But yes, I am still upset with that Sixers loss 100%. But hey, Shifty, I'm gonna need your thoughts and opinions on my last video. I got you. It was busy. Hey, no problem. Texas Eagle said become a channel member to be a mod. Yes, if you become a channel member, you automatically get modded up right away. Channel memberships are in the description below. You get modded up right away. Brokey said, hi, I've been subscribed for 12 to 13 months now. I don't desire a mod though. Here for Eagles. Shout out to my guy Brokey 711. Raptors fan, Eagle fan. Yes, Brokey's been here for at least a year. He said I was a 69 like. Bang. Appreciate it, my guy. 100%. Free Melly said I live in Philly, so I don't want to go out until next NBA season, right? It's rough out there. Shout out to my guy Birdman951. I wish Ben Simmons would have your energy when it comes to the game time. Sorry, not sorry. Big facts. But yeah, listen. Win, lose, or draw. I will have a Sixers live stream on Saturday. I go live for the game. I do post games, but I haven't really went live for the Sixers where we can just talk about the team in general. So we're going to do that on Saturday, but I do want to finish up. We're right at an hour and 12 minutes. Let's talk some Eagles talk before we get out of here. Like I said, this stream started out as what could the Eagles find themselves being in the top 10 at, whether it's passing, rushing, pass defense, rush defense, sacks, interceptions. What do you guys think the Eagles can find themselves in the top 10? One more time. I think the Eagles are going to be top 10 in rushing. Miles Sanders, healthier than ever. We got the bruisers behind him. Big plays in Miles Sanders. And let's not forget, the RPO will be used. And Jalen Hurts is going to get rushing yards itself. So when you combine as a team, I'm not saying Miles Sanders is going to be a top 10 rusher. I said the Eagles will be a top 10 rushing team when you put it all together. The big plays from Sanders, 5.3 yards per carry, Hurts, the crew behind them. I also think the Eagles will be top 10 in run defense. Linebackers can play more freely. The line is going to close up. Not so much of a wide nine like Jim Schwartz wanted to run. So I think the run defense is going to even be enhanced. And I do think the Eagles are going to creep inside the top 10 for offensive line play. And I think the Eagles are going to creep in the top 10 for defensive line when it comes to sacks. We added Ryan Kerrigan. Josh Sweat is going to fight for more minutes. Derek Barnett got something to prove for another team. Fletcher Cox is finally going to be his healthiest because he was banged up all season. Hargrave was hurt. This line is going to be great. Your rotation pieces in Sweat and Kerrigan can start other places. A fresh D-line wreaks havoc in the fourth quarter on a tired O-line. Shout out to Primetime Stephen Joyce with the $10 banger. And he's a channel member. The GOAT and I will make the membership stream. Yes, listen. Primetime, Texas Eagle, Lawrence James, Eagles Uncensored, Vic 3, Philly Jackson, a bunch of you guys. I'm not sure who all else is it, but channel members, stay tuned for that link because I'm going to have it. We're going to have 10. I got more than 10 channel members that are probably willing to do it, but that's what I'm going to say. First come, first serve. The first 9 channel members, we're going to have a 10-man stream. It's going to go for about an hour or so, and we're going to rock out talking about all the good news leading into the season, because June is that dry spot for content. Nothing really happened, and we got to really project. No, it's not literally everything. Again, pass defense, not top 10. Pass defense, not top 10. Offensive passing, not top 10. I just think we're going to get in run. So on offense, the only thing we're going to do in my eyes in the top 10 is rushing as a team, not a player, as a team. On defense, I think we're going to be in top 10, stopping the run and getting sacks. Nothing about my secondary, nothing about my quarterback passing, nothing about my wide receivers. So relax. Darius Slay coming in with the Sanders, Gainwell, then Johnson will be great. That's what I think the three are going to be. If we keep three, if we go four, we'll see. Mike, what are your thoughts on Sharif Miller signing with Atlanta? I mean, Sharif Miller was around here for a while, a long project, really could never get anything going. And I don't think he's going to offer much. I went on the internet today and it did not bode well for my confidence. Martin, what do you mean, my guy? Jason Wallace said, I put your stream on when I'm at work at night. Much love for your content, bro. Shout out to you, Jason Wallace. Appreciate you guys 100%. With that being said, though, let's see if we got close to 100 likes. Hit that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. It goes a long way. We got 97 likes. Can I get 3 MVP type players? Can I get 3 MVPs to smash the like button? Get us over 100 likes. We got 101 people in here. We've been live for an hour and 16 minutes. Your boy got to go to sleep. Appreciate you guys. Philadelphia said, at Philly Mike, the Hawks stole 2 games. Why can't we take our 2 games back? Let's go. We are 2 games back. I hear you, my guy. Hey, Philadelphia, did you check out the post-game video? I dropped a post-game video about 3 to 5 hours ago. If you're a Sixer fan, go check out my post-game video. And if you're an Eagle fan and you didn't watch my Jalen Hurts video yesterday, I did a Hurts video talking about all his targets in his starts. Not the Packers game, not the Washington game. The 3 starts where he started and finished it. I say who he threw to, how many did they catch. I go down the whole list. I like some connections. But we will be live with a members-only stream soon. Stay tuned. And we got Eagles tomorrow. We got more Eagles. I mean, we got Sixers tomorrow live stream. We got Eagles videos. Do me a favor, so y'all don't have to come in. You know, some people be coming in an hour and 15 minutes late. Now, I know y'all got lives and busy, but if you haven't hit that bell, buy the subscribe button. The subscribe button is only half the joy. Notification gang, stand up. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys. Until next time. Hold up. He said, Mike, can you give a shout out to my friend Nick and Roman who just graduated from high school tonight? A shout out to Nick and Roman, graduated high school. That is a big achievement. It's a big accomplishment. Not everybody does it. You know, some people are book smart. Some people are hands-on smart. Hey, shout out to you. Hopefully that leads you into a great life. Don't go down the path of Ben Simmons, not trying to succeed at what is in front of you. I'm just kidding. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I had to throw that little joke in here. Richie MC said, just got here, have no life. I just got here, have no life. I have. Nah, everybody got a life. And I understand some people have notifications on and are busy. That's all good. You can always catch me on the next one. At the end of the day, if you missed a video, just get me on the next one. Shout out to Richie MC. We just went live for an hour and 19 minutes. Got a lot of good questions, answered a lot of good questions. Y'all taught me a couple things. But the main subject of the stream was, what do we think the Eagles could be top 10 in? I think they could be top 10 in 3 categories of the 8 categories that are out there, really. 10 categories out there. But shout out to you guys. Russell Wilson will never get an MVP. It's insane he doesn't have one. I agree. Mike, we have 100 likes. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate the stream. Shout out to my guy, Jay Milton from Jersey. Philadelphia Sixers in game 7 is going to be a grind, but we've fallen back. Hey, I hear you. Listen, Philadelphia, watch my Sixers post game a couple hours ago. It should be my second to last video on my channel. Let me know your thoughts. I said I'm still going to be hyped when it comes to Friday, but I got to wait till Friday to get hyped. Richie said, we'll watch the repeat tonight if no other Philly YouTubers. Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out. Peace. I agree, Darian. Pray for the Sixers.